Taking a look at FIFA World Cup 2026 match, France 4, England 6, from an economic and mathematical perspective. So, in one of my previous videos, I was saying that France is more efficient than England this year, and I think that I'm actually wrong about that, so I'm going to take that one back. And the reason why is because they're much closer in both the FIFA rankings and world ELO ratings than I thought. So actually, France and England are probably about equal in efficiency this year. Anyway, let's get into this particular game. So as we can see, England outplayed France, but not by a huge amount. Looks like there was either some really good shots or really bad mistakes, who knows. But it looks like they were really having fun out there, so too bad more games aren't like this. Now, you still need more shots and shots on target, really, before you make a real good mathematical analysis out of something like this. This gets back to the law of large numbers, where it says the more times you run an experiment, the closer to the truth that the average of the results are going to be. And soccer and a few other sports like baseball and ice hockey have trouble with this because in soccer's case, the rules are stacked in favor of the defense, so you really have to usually overpower the defense to get any score. So in other words, you can have a offense that's playing better than the defense and still not score a lot of the times. That's a problem that's slowly being fixed over centuries, but really should have been fixed in the 1900s. So you can't really make a full mathematical analysis out of 90 minutes. I mean, even if the rules were fixed, 90 minutes would still be slim for analysis, but it's really slim not with the current rules of the game. So the best way to really judge this game, or these two teams, I should say, is by looking at the World Football ELO ratings. So, but we can say that, you know, the performance on the field here is represented by the final score, so we can look at it as legitimate from that point of view. Now, wealth and population are the biggest factors in determining the potential a country has to be good at anything. It doesn't determine how good it is, it just determines the potential. But the more potential a country has, the easier it is for them to be good at something. And just to clarify this, I'd like you to get this flag right, is they gave England the British flag up here. So, yeah, they have a lot of problems with that on this. But anyway, in the U.S. and a few other countries, unfortunately, the school systems are tied to a lot of youth and development sports, and they realized that in the early 1900s that the larger schools were usually outperforming the smaller schools in sports, so they started classifying schools in different divisions based on their student enrollment and a few other factors, so that schools of similar sizes would be playing each other in official matches. This is an obvious thing that needed to happen, and it should have happened in the 1900s with international sports too, but international sports are living in the Stone Age. In this case, it doesn't really affect anything because England and France are almost identical in economic strength. So we actually have an economically legitimate match here, which is pretty rare in international sports. This is about the 19th, no, this is the 18th, I think, somewhere around there, legitimate match in the FIFA World Cup 2026. So yeah, at least we have another legitimate match, but there's not too many of them.